we can get started.
Let's get started. I'm excited to talk to all the people out there that need to know what's going on with us, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Counter to intelligence.
Welcome to Counter to Intelligence. I am Ken, the conspiracy lover. And
I am Tom, who's the skeptic, doesn't believe that anything's going on. I'm not even sure the show is starting again, but you told me it was.
This is season 2. And if you've noticed, if you've watched season 1, something new has happened. We are in the same room.
We are. This has never been before. Yeah. And for a while, I thought he was an avatar, but I've come and verified. And Ken is real for the listening audience that had, I'm sure, shared my doubts. You now know.
And those who thought that Tom was just an AI character I created.
That might still be true.
That's might still.
Yeah.
The thing is, Tom's wife kicked him out, and he lives with me now.
That's true.
That's why we can do it now.
There's an origin story.
Yeah.
No. And that's it. Yeah. No, she didn't kick me out. I mean, she kicks me out like every 2 weeks to do this, basically.
Yeah. So, but then she expects you to come home because there's trash to put out,
there's
dishes
stuff to
do.
There's stuff that I have not done and minds that I have not read that know that I should do those things. So, I don't know.
So we have a new setup where we'll be here together debating these things. And if you watch season 1, you know we get into conspiracies. We're going to do that again. There's a lot of new conspiracies.
So many. Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is like there's new ones. And some I didn't want to touch, but I think we were going to, like the Charlie Kirk assassination. There's a ton on that. Recently, the Artemis 2 rocket launched. Did it really go into space? Did it really go around the moon? Was any of that real? That is a whole new conspiracy. There's that.
Well, Earth is a melon shape, according to the pictures, and we saw it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You got to examine it.
And that keeps changing because, like, at one point, Neil deGrasse said that Earth was more of a oval shaped.
Right.
At one point,
That's
I think.
True.
Yeah,
He did.
But now it's saying it's more of a melon. Like, it keeps changing shapes. And is it the lens that's making it look different? Or is it all just an artist's idea of what he thinks Earth should look?
Or is it the Earth is a different kind of fruit every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Right? Melon, grapefruit? We don't know.
Yeah, but there is a major conspiracy with that, as well as the video we saw of them up there, as well as the lack of footage from the outside. That's what a lot of people are complaining about. It's like, okay, we don't need to see people floating in the capsule. Put the cameras outside. Focus on, we want to see what's out there.
Why did we not see a 360 view of everything was outside of the Artemis capsule?
Like
I want to see that.
Yeah, we should have that. And then other people, I mean, I don't want to get into the whole conspiracy behind that, but there's a lot out there.
We won't spoil it. But
there's also the conspiracy of what's going on in Iran and why.
What is and why.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
I didn't know that was new to me. So
there's some stuff.
I've fallen behind. Mm-hmm. You were up on this. This is why.
Yeah, I keep up on.
You do what you do.
Yeah, and there's also, we talked about last season, which was the missing 411 with Dave Pilatus, where it's the people who disappear in the national forests. And there's some new development, and there's some new theories now of what, and it ties in with the Epstein.
Oh,
stuff.
So we're getting closer to something there.
Yeah. So, and the other thing, we have
farther away.
Yeah, we also have new conspiracies on the Epsteins.
Now there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's all like, I mean, it's like, have we seen all the files? Are they holding some back? Why did it take so long to release them?
The whole conversations about it went back and forth. I know that.
I mean, there's another thing. Do we want to dive into the Dan Bongino thing?
What's that one?
Like, he may come at us and be angry. Oh, well, briefly, Dan Bongino was a huge podcaster. And one of the things he, like, bam, on his podcast was the Epstein thing, and we're going to get him. And then he got the deputy director.
Yeah, he was there. And
he was second to Kash Patel. He's Kash Patel's right-hand man.
Right.
And then he quit.
Yep. And said there's nothing to see here,
right? He said there's nothing to see here. And the irony of it all was when he went back to podcasting, he still said there was nothing to see here. A week after he started podcasting, they released 3 million files. So there was obviously something to see.
There was
But
something.
now he's still in this, there was nothing to see, and he's turned on people who want the truth, calling them, it's black pill conservatives, which I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Because I always thought there was just a red pill and a blue pill. But apparently now there's a black
Is
pill.
there a new Matrix I'm not aware of?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's
But we
a
can get
conspiracy.
into what happened to Dan.
Yeah, what
Like,
did
because
happen?
there is some conspiracy of what happened to him. Like, because he's not the same Dan Bongino that went in.
Right.
Like,
He definitely has a different opinion. I
yeah,
think, on a
and
bunch of things.
his podcast, he's a lot like he used to. Like, I mean, I was never like really into Dan Bongino. I mean, I knew him. I'd seen some of his shows, just because I like listening to talk radio and that. I find it fascinating. I don't necessarily agree with everything on him, but he used to like be very harped on liberals.
Right.
Now his show, he's like harping on conservatives that don't like, because there's within, like, if you don't know the news, there's within the conservative movement, you have MAGA conservatives, and then you have just conservatives, and they're at odds. And you have, but then you have a third faction, which is like the Nick Fuentes conservatives.
That's like
which is the
crazy.
far right.
Yeah.
And the scary thing is, like, you'll be there, and like for me, it's scary. It's like there's some things that I hear, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then I look at the source, and it's like, man, I feel bad that I think that makes sense. Yeah. You know, like when I listen to all these just because I find it fascinating. And there's times Nick Fuentes will be saying things, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm like, oh my gosh, am I that bad? Or
well, I mean, it's like a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
So maybe he says something.
Yeah, exactly. He'll hit things, and you're
I've
like,
never
that
listened to him. I have no idea. Yeah.
Well, I just see clips. I don't watch.
Yeah.
I don't have time to watch full shows now. I just see clips. But I have delved into. There's even we might dive into the Nick Fuentes conspiracy. There is one involving him.
Huh.
Is he really the far right guy? Fascist, whatever you want to call him. I guess they call him fascist, conservative. I don't know. He's not like, if you're fascist, you wouldn't be conservative,
right?
But he's considered a far right conservative and nationalist. I guess that's the right
what
term?
They call. I have limited knowledge other than those three words, like his name and nationalist.
But there is a conspiracy behind him. Who is controlling him?
Is he like acting?
Is he an actor? Is he being paid to do this? And he's talked about that, like people saying that about him. I don't know.
Can I get a job just acting crazy?
I would love that. I mean, we also have that, like, there's a lot of conspiracies on the right side right now, but I think that's partially because Trump's in control, the Republicans are in control, and all that could flip around.
Yeah,
let's say
election.
When the midterms come.
Yeah.
Like, if they come. Because there's a new thing now that Trump said the other day, that maybe we won't have elections this fall.
Oh,
is it this fall?
It'd be this fall, November.
Yeah. This would be the midterms.
Yeah,
and he's like, maybe we should just postpone them because we're in a war.
Oh, like, so that's definitely going to kick up the conspiracies.
Which is part of the Iran conspiracy. Why are we doing it?
It gets deeper. I love how all these things are connected, and we, loyal listening audience, are going to unravel them for you.
I think we should say hello to one of our loyal listeners.
Do they have names? Did we say them on air? Oh, Noel is.
But let's not say his last name, because maybe he doesn't want people to know he watches our show.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
Noel, you're out there. We appreciate you.
We thank you for your support.
Yeah.
He hasn't sent in a sponsorship check yet.
No, he should.
Thank you for doing that in the future.
Especially because I invested in these new mics and everything. And
right. Oh, I know. Yeah. We should definitely get some more sponsors. I thought the crackers you would put here, you're going to have to blur them out, were our sponsors, but
no, that was just a snack for you. If you
okay, I was very excited when I came in here. I thought we had gotten a new sponsor, or should I say our first sponsor
ever? Yeah.
But yeah, that's right.
And we may switch around. Like right now, we're here in this. This is above my bunker that I'm normally in, so this is like near my bunker. But we may go to a different place,
undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location. One thing, I don't know if it's good. One thing I'd like to get into is like some pretty like weird science thing. I know you're into that kind of stuff.
I do like things that are true, but like bizarre that it's true.
Yeah, like different cool science. Yeah. Another one I'd like to get into is only because I've been watching this guy on. He's been showing up in a lot of podcasts recently. Father Chad Ripperger, I think that's how you say his name.
I don't know this guy.
He is one of the leading exorcists. In America.
Okay.
Like, so he's showing up all over the place. I got his book back here. It's Dominion. And it's a fascinating read. Yeah. But it's basically like his take on what's going on in the world. And that's a cool, like, if you want to get into religion and stuff, that is a cool idea of why he says things are happening, and it really has to do with a spiritual
battle,
demonic,
versus
entities,
political or other
like
superstition.
who's doing, and like I said, if you get into the Epstein thing, you kind of like, you're like, when you start reading like what they're talking about, you're like, okay, that does seem demonic. And so there's a lot.
There's a lot. We have so much. This is gonna be a great season.
I'm excited about like. So like, where would you like to go first? I want you to pick the first topic. And, so you pick the first topic you want to hit.
I think we need to do we call it reprisal. Like, we need to go over it again. The missing person. If there's new theories, I think we should bring it back, right?
Yeah, the new theories on the missing 411. And we'll briefly go over the old story, old evidence, and then like what the new stuff is.
Yes, I think we'll do a little recap.
Yeah, because I have to give credit to my sister-in-law, who I can say her name, Catherine. She's the one that threw it back at me. She was like, "Hey, have you heard this?" And then I kind of chided her, and I was like, "We did a whole show on it last year." She goes, "No, there's new stuff." I'm like, "What?" And so then she sent me this link, and I watched it, and then I started reading from her. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's not like earth shattering, but it's a whole different angle. And you're just kind of like, well, that is weird.
I'm excited that we have these highly placed sources like this, Catherine, that bring these things to us to enliven our show. I think that's great. And we probably have other sources we haven't even revealed yet.
Yeah. And if you want to be a source, if there's a conspiracy or story that you want us to look into, that we don't know about or no one's really talked about. I will say a few years ago, I do on my other podcast that I do.
You have a few?
Yeah, I have a few. And the other one is strictly about folklore and monster sightings and stuff. Right. And a guy wrote into me and sent me information on this thing that was going on in Florida, this monster that was terrorizing a thing. And I was like, okay, and
currently terrorizing.
Yeah. This was just 5 years ago.
Okay.
And he told me the town and everything. I was like, okay. So and then a few months after he had told me, because he said he was from the town, and then I lost track of I couldn't find him again. So maybe he got eaten. I don't know. But then I saw news articles about what he was talking about. So he wasn't just. I feel bad because I kind of blew him off, thinking, okay, you're just. Because he sent me a message in Instagram and as a DM, and he's like, "Hey, have you heard of this? Is this happening in my town?" Blah 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 blah.
But it's a real reported thing.
Yeah, now there's been people who have spotted this same thing in this area of Florida.
Oh wow!
It's northwest Florida, and I was just like, that's crazy.
We have to go there on location to figure it out.
I'd like to.
I needed a vacation, investigative vacation, of course, working vacation. Well, the other thing too, don't forget, this is supposedly the age of disclosure too. So we got a bunch of that movie's coming out. So there'll be some stuff around that, I'm sure.
Yeah, any day now we're gonna get. Well, you got they keep going back and forth. Like, look over here, look over here, look over here, look at because it's like, what are they trying to get us not to look at?
That's right. But we are going to look straight ahead.
Yeah.
Are you looking straight? You're supposed to. That was the moment. Right. That. And it's not going to get past us. We're going to figure this out.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll get it done. We'll know the truth.
We will. We may not tell everyone, or we'll tell them parts of it.
Yeah. We'll tell them the truth they need to know.
That's right.
Kind of like what the government does. So.
And
that's not a conspiracy.
That's what they do.
The JFK files prove that, all that, like the release of those things.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what things are released this year. We'll have more files, I'm sure. I'm sure. Maybe you and I can file some kind of request to get this Florida monster off the streets or whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to figure it out.
Or maybe we can try and get somebody from the administration to come on and talk to us about why it took so long to release that was supposed to be a day one thing. There's a couple day one things that took more than one day.
More than one day, yeah.
And
I don't think, maybe the president realized the day only has 24 hours. He tried to cram, 1,000 things in there. So.
Or was there something in the file that he's like, ooh, let's make sure we redact that.
Yeah. I want to meet the redactors. They've probably got an interesting life.
I don't know. They do. They have a short life, I think.
But could we get a job as just stamping the stuff or whatever you do?
So how many pages? You hit your quota? Hey, come here. We got a special room we want to take you in.
Right. Do you redact the redactors? It's like an irony.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying the people who redact don't have a very long life.
That's tough.
All
right,
jobs.
We got to dig into that one too.
Their careers are very short.
Yeah.
They take a long walk off a short bridge or short pier. Yeah, it's not a bridge.
We should try to get one of those muffled interviews with the redactors.
What if we just muffled ourselves?
We could probably do that.
Like we could. I got the lighting. We could like silhouette us and then just do the whole show. Like, I was there the other day. And,
yeah, that's right. And honestly, the fruit trees really aren't fruit. They're.
Yeah.
Remember the guy started the conspiracy about the birds?
Yeah.
That wasn't real. Have you heard about this?
What do you mean? Conspiracy.
So
birds aren't real. What are you trying to say?
The birds are actually surveillance devices. This guy started this video, and it was a whole experiment in social proof, and he basically convinced a lot of people that the birds were actually surveillance devices, and this went on for a while. Eventually, he admitted it was a hoax. But we could. Could we start our own hoax this season?
That would be
good.
Well, the thing about the guy with the bird thing. He said that it was a hoax, but we now know that they do have ability to make like little dragonflies that are surveillance things.
Yeah.
So he wasn't far off. He should have just said, but they probably said, "Don't you dare say dragonflies aren't."
Oh yeah, I don't. Is that gonna be redacted?
That
could be.
Like bird. You can say birds because we're not using birds. But if you say dragonfly,
totally not allowed.
Yeah, treadstone. Right now, I said that.
We still have not activated the sequence that makes Ken come up and.
Well, I said Treadstone, and right now Matt Damon went out and killed somebody.
He probably did. Either that, or he gets every time you say it, he gets cash from the movie. Yeah. I'm not sure how it works.
I hope he does. I like Matt Damon.
I think that would be good if every time you say a word, you get money. That would be great.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
I needed somebody to say some words to get me money.
Right? I know. Yeah. That'll be on the show too. How you can do it. There'll probably be a 1-900 number. I don't know how we're charging people for this advice of how to do
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
This is also going to be the revenue making season where I think we're going to go up to 50 cents.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Like triple our money.
That's right. That's right.
Actually, then we'd actually be making money.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so I'm excited about the season. I hope you are. Yeah.
I'm very excited about this season. This is unprecedented because it's never happened before.
Exactly. Yeah. And I hope you guys are out there and you are excited about what's going to happen in this season and everything we do.
Yeah. Send us your ideas. We haven't done any man on the street segments. We have to work some of those in.
Oh yeah,
Downtown Middle Earth. We have a lot of questions for people.
Yeah, we could definitely set up on a street corner, set something like this up and just sit there and
ask people.
Yeah, put a little sign out in front of us that we think conspiracies are theories. Change our mind.
Yeah, prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Or prove you wrong. I'm always trying to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think we can do it. And we do know where the home of the snallygaster is. We visited last year.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
So we could revisit and see if other people have sighted said creature.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. We should do that. Yeah. I like that. I like that idea.
And maybe pick up some beverages while we're there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Got to do it.
So until next time, we'll just we'll see you guys later.
Yep. See everybody. Thank you so much. Tune in. Don't miss an episode.
Counter to Intelligence.
Counter to Intelligence is an Ends of the Earth production. Please be advised that Tom and Ken have absolutely no idea what they are talking about. No theories or conspiracies were harmed in the making of this podcast. This programme is intended for entertainment purposes only.